Okay, next question. This is a big one. This is incredibly important. Yes, I know my hair is a topic of great discussion and controversy, but I will extinguish the curiosity. Uh, it's with this. This is how I do it. It's healthy, sexy hair. It's little cans called So You Want Flat Hair. Here's what it is. It's flat iron spray. It's like spray that you literally put in hair before you like take a flat iron to it. But here's the trick. Here's what I do. I just use this. That's all I use. I don't flat iron my hair. No need to do that. But this stuff is so cool because it's like it goes in your hair and it's really dry. It doesn't like make your hair look greasy or wet or anything like that. And you just put it in your hair and you can like mess it up and your hair just like looks awesome. You don't even have to. 30 seconds. Takes 30 seconds. That's it. So that's how I get my hair to do that. Uh, that's a good question. That sort of puts me on the spot, doesn't it? Well, it's because I live here. I live here. I live in America. I live in a place where most people around me believe in a all-powerful, all-knowing creator of the universe. It's just because I don't believe in it doesn't mean that I'm confronted with it every day. I pick up a dollar bill and I see "In God We Trust" on the dollar bill. When I was a kid in school, I had to say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the God part in it. It's all around me. It's like saying it's like saying a black man who's not racist shouldn't be concerned about racism since it doesn't affect him. Of course it affects him. I live in a country where atheists are statistically, literally, the least trusted minority. Um, Only 40% of the population would be okay with an otherwise overqualified politician being in office for the presidency if they were an atheist. And that's atheism. It ranks lower than uh, gays, Mormons, blacks, women. The whole thing. We're the least trusted minority. So it is on my mind. It's on my mind a lot. I think about it a lot because uh, we're not enlightened yet. You know, we're it's still a battle. It's still something that in my opinion, if the human race is going to survive, this is something we definitely need to get over, and we're far from over it, and so therefore, I'm far from over it. And as per why it's Christianity and not Islam or Judaism, it's just because Christianity is the most prominent in my life. If I lived in Afghanistan and had the same views, I would be tackling Islam. But I don't, so I'm not. I'm for it. I'm for capital punishment, but not because I believe in revenge or getting even or kill the bastards, watch them burn, or justice or vengeance or anything like that. It's for safety. It's really for safety. If somebody is past the point of rehabilitation, and they exhibit no sign of wanting to heal or wanting to get better or wanting to change their life around, then okay, yeah, they're in prison. You've already stopped them from being dangerous out on the streets and out in society. But now they're just gonna, the rest of their life, all they're gonna do is be dangerous to other inmates, and that's not. I think it's worth it to protect ourselves by taking them out of the picture as gently and civilly as we can. Um, but I don't, I don't subscribe to the idea that we need to somehow get even with the serial killers and the rapists and the mass murderers. I don't. I guarantee you, anybody who's fucked up enough to commit those crimes has gone through hell. in their childhood already has probably had an infancy and a youth that is so inconceivably painful, that we probably couldn't even comprehend it. You take a serial killer, Richard Ramirez or Jeffrey Dahmer. These are people that do not know what it's like to have a hand love them. And I think the thinking is just backwards. They've hurt all these people, now they need to be hurt. Well, no, they were hurt, and now they hurt a bunch of other people. So I think we should just stop it there. You know, what goes around comes around. What goes in must come out. What goes up must come down. And I think that's the way that human bodies and human minds are designed to work. And once you've corrupted one, it's really, really hard to get back on track. So yeah, I'm for capital punishment, but as a in a merciful way, not in a vengeful way. No, not not really. I mean, I was okay at I was good at writing. Writing I could do. Writing, creative writing and writing, the argumentative essays and stuff like that. The content of which a lot of the time pissed off my teachers because I was a rebellious little shit. But yeah, writing was okay. I excelled at writing. I suppose. Math, no. History, no. English, no. I had good grammar. I was good with my grammar. Grammar was one thing with which I excelled. At which I excelled. Ah, fuck it. I already blew it. But I like. There was one algebra. Algebra was okay for me. All other math, like the long division and the geometry and all, I couldn't. I just wasn't. I would sleep in class. But algebra I could do just because it was logical. It was very. You didn't have to memorize a whole lot of like formulas. It was just. It made sense, and so I did. I got an A when I took algebra. Other than that, sports, no. I ran track for like 3 months, and then I screwed up my hip, and I never really did much after that. So no. The overall answer is no. I did not really excel at anything. Yeah, yeah, I have. But it doesn't work that way though. You never have a conversation, especially like a hardcore Christian, or anybody who's really religious in a sort of fundamentalist sense. It's never within that one conversation that they go, "Oh yeah, you're right." Usually they get. They'll get pissed off, or they'll go, well, that's my opinion, and this and that, or they'll go away, or it'll be a series of conversations, and you leave them alone. You know what I mean? You have the conversation, you pose the questions you want to pose, you bring up the issues that they've probably never thought about, and you let them go. People are smart. People know how to resolve conflicts in their own mind, and so yeah, after a lot of conversations, a day later, days later, weeks later, months later, I've had a lot of people come back to me and go, okay, well, I've been thinking about it, and I, thought about what you said, or I, that made me read this book or that book, or I started thinking about this or that, and yeah, I don't think I believe that so much anymore, or I believe that but less, or I believe this part of that but not that part of that, or something like that. But it's the foundations that make people believe in what they believe. It's not the surfacey stuff. If you want to change someone, you find out what's at the core of their thinking, and you don't do that in one conversation. And you don't do that by attacking them either, by, thinking that you're the shit and they're stupid. But to answer the question, yes, I have.